all began recounts yesterday.
Hey guys, ARGamer here, Holog JC. Nope, let me cut off the sound again. Apparently cut off all Pokemon. I'm almost out here to McGriff Park again for a Cubone nest. Just checking in with you as I'm on my way there. As soon as it cuts back on, I'll cut off the sound again. Looks like one of my Pokemon's already taken down, but that's okay. That should give me my 50 coins for the day. Actually, I might need to save him. I don't think I got him till much later. Let's see if I can save him and drive at the same time. Looks like he was fine anyways. I might. See where I am real quickly. I know I'm within 5 minutes of a location. Come on. At least I'm lucky that no one's behind me. Come on, maps. Work for me, Mayor. No, I'm not walking, I'm driving. Because I'm further away than I thought. Hell, that's a pain in the ass. Come on. Okay, I am on the right track. Okay. I just gotta keep going forward. I just thought I was gonna be there. It's only the second time I've been out here. Last time you guys were with me as well. So we're going out here to try to see if we can get ourselves. Here is terrible. So I'm hoping the stream stays up pretty good during all. I'm gonna cut off map. Good. I was worried that the YouTube streamer might close when I did that, but it doesn't. Good. Okay. Here we go. About ready to enter the park here soon. I'm sure many of you know the deal. Gotta go fairly slowly to make sure that nothing catches me. Come on, load up. Now, unless it's changed. What day was it supposed to change? It was a Cubone nest. So here's hoping it still is and I'm not off my kilter. And now I'm just checking till I park. I don't like checking and drive. I don't like catching and driving this. Unless it's something good. Okay, still Cubone nest. I didn't get my Cubone during the Cubone event. I got 2 Ponitas, but no Cubone. I guess I should check the pincers as well now, huh? You know, it's interesting when there's not events going on, you get a lot of random stuff you don't typically get out here. yeah, a bunch of Cubones. Matchup right going out there. I'll probably take that. It's cloudy too. So. Come on, give me shiny, give me shiny, give me shiny. It feels like it's taking forever. I hate having to drive this freaking slow. I should watch the language. I don't know if there's kids watching. Someone told me they're gonna have their 2-year-old watch, so from here on, gonna leave out the F-bombs. At least I hope to. Ugh. It's difficult. But I'll be good. I'm sure younger people don't want to hear it. All younger people, parents. Younger people, hear it all the freaking time, so. Freaking. So, see, I said it right. Yay! Okay, for any of you who don't know, come Wednesday, I will be raiding at, Wednesday I'll be playing Ghostbusters World for the first time. Gonna let you guys get a sneak preview of that. I didn't put it in automatic first before I cut it off. See. Battery here. Streaming takes a lot of my battery power. Come on. Get it from out there. Wouldn't mind getting that chimchar. You can never have enough starter candy. I got a bunch of Pokemon news to go over here in a little bit too. For those of you who have not checked out anything recently, there's a bunch of new announcements going on. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're finally on the move. The old belt. It never fails you. You start to get ready to raid and like, oh, my shoes gotta be tightened, my belt's gotta be tightened. Oh, the belt's too tight. Things of that nature. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that match while I'm out here. Try for that 800%. I got 6 Mewtwo's to take it on. I mean, it is cloudy out here, so it might be boosted, I think. Yeah, it's boosted. So hopefully it won't be a problem. Matchamp's definitely one of those that you want to keep trying for over and over again. And then what I'd like to do is when I do get a Matchamp, is I will give, if it's a spare one, I'll give it to new players as long as they've had one in the past, because they need their 6 and they don't have the Mad Shop candy that we had. So they don't have their 6 and everyone needs 6 Machops. It's just there's too many Pokemon that he's needed for. Why does my pants keep falling down? There's some Cubones out here, Houndoom, Pinsir. So we got a good assortment of Pokemon to check for shinies today. Good. not as populated as an area. I had planned to go to someplace with a little more Pokemon in it, but my wife had forgotten my gas cap, so I had to go to an auto parts store. So that auto parts store was closer to this nest again, so I was like, okay, we'll check out this nest again and see what we got. There's a pincer. He's a biggie too. I don't know about you guys, but this event's been amazing. I actually had over 1 million Stardust for the first time. I'm the type of person that likes to spend his Stardust. But I was like, okay, I got 1 million Stardust. I'm going to find one of my 100% Pokemon. May not be one I use often. And power it up the rest of the way. So, what I did is... see here, I powered up this guy to 100%. So I like having it's like a reward to myself. Get to a certain threshold, power up a Pokemon. I don't really have any meta Pokemon that really need powered up right now, so I'm working on other stuff. One of the things is I try to keep in mind that if I'm going to keep a Pokemon, unless it's shiny or unknown, or maybe a regional, then power it up. If it's not worth powering up, don't keep it. So I'm just like that. I don't like to have. A lot of people like to have one of each Pokemon. I have a buddy that's trying to get one of each lucky Pokemon. But no. I just want the best of the best, and I want them as natural as possible. I caught that one at a convention in Tennessee. I think there's nothing better than catching 100% when you're by yourself, not expecting it, not using any help or anything. Not that I haven't used help, but to get a couple of them, especially people say, hey, there's 100% here. Yep, I've driven to them. Because, you know, it's 100%. Come on, where are these Cubones at? Okay, so we're going to talk about some of the cool stuff that's coming out. I've already dropped the video about this, but in case you didn't see the video, you're just hearing this feed. So the new Pokeball Plus has hit the store. Shiny? Nope. The theory behind the Pokeball Plus is that it's going to be it looks like a small Pokeball you can walk with. You can transfer Pokemon you get in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee to the Pokeball Plus. As you walk with it, it's going to earn candy. So here you are, you're going to get a benefit of walking with a Pokemon, you're going to earn candy. Second is if you have Pokemon Go in your background, it doesn't have to be your main front game. It's going to spin spots, spin gyms, I believe, and also I think work with your hatching your eggs as well. So that's gonna be a nice benefit. It kind of works like a gotcha in some matters of speaking with that. And then also is if you're getting the Let's Go Pikachu, it has the Mew. As far as we know right now, it's an exclusive way to get Mew for the Pokemon Let's Go Pokemon Pikachu EV edition. So, and of course, if you're anything like my wife and Julie, another Pokemon player, Mew's one of your favorite Pokemon. So you want to do whatever you can to collect that Pokemon. So I'm sure many of you will likely get it just for that reason. And then lastly, it acts like a controller as well, kind of replicating the feel of throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon. Kind of give you that VR feeling there. So we're getting a couple of coupons, but so far, no luck on a shiny here. Some people going behind me, so I'm gonna let them by. But so that's one big announcement, and they're looking like they're going to be up $49 in stores. If you decide that you want to get the 2-pack that comes with the game and the Pokeball, it's going to cost $99. So you're going to get a savings of about $10. There's also, as far as we know, going to be a special Wii U edition. So you guys out there can get the Wii U, you can get the Pokemon game and the Pokeball for a special price as well to save you guys some money. So it's definitely something that I will be looking forward to. I have Pokemon, I have Wii Switches, but they're both in my kids' room, so I will probably be picking it up and streaming, just like I'm doing this right now, the Pokemon Switches, just so that my kids can use their own and I won't be bothering them. At least at first, I at least recommend, if it's something you're seriously considering, go and pick up the Pokeball. Might as well get using it now, and especially if that means that those of you who are looking at getting a plus, looking at getting a gacha, you might want to hold off on it. You might want to wait for the Pikachu edition. I mean, wait for the Pokeball, especially if you plan to buy the game. I actually don't typically use one, but I plan to, as you guys know, I'm going to be streaming a lot more AR games, like Ghostbusters World and such. So as I stream those, I want to still earn my Pokemon creds, so I'm going to try streaming those while at the same time having my Pokeball go for Pokemon, so that I still get some of my distances and things of that nature while I'm playing. I'm looking forward to that. So I hope it does work the way I'm thinking it will. The stream, I'm doing this every day from 8 to 9. If you guys haven't checked it out, please check out my Twitter at ARGamerX. Let's see here. Squirrel. Can you see him? Yeah, unfortunately I can't switch to the main camera to show you to him. Now I need, what I'm going to have to do, I think when I go to capture this, Machamp, I'm going to switch the camera around. I'm going to switch to AR mode. And I'm going to view it when I get home. So you may not see the capture, because I'm curious of whether or not, if I place on AR mode, whether or not you're going to see the background scenes behind them, like I will. I'm hoping you do. So, let's see what goes on here. Typically, I would invite newer before I went up against one of these. I invite newer players to see if they needed any help with it, but since I'm in the middle of nowheres, no reason to do that. Oops. There we go. We need to power up that lower Mewtwo here soon. I got them all up to each to 8 candy and a couple of them up to 10 candy. Probably my next bet will be getting them all up to 10 candy each. Now all of them are crisp. As you see, there's an 87% there, a couple 89s. So no, they're all not the 98% one you see down there. They're all not as crisp and beautiful as that one. But you know, there's not a lot of differences between IVs. As long as you got them powered up, the math just doesn't work out. I mean, a lot of Pokemon, I don't know the threshold on my top of my head from YouTube, but you want to look at thresholds. Not all thresholds is the Pokemon fully powered at 40. Sometimes it's just 38 or 37. So a lot of times having attack damage of 15 compared to say 13 or 12 isn't going to make a lot of difference. So that's not a lot you need to worry about. Of course, watch me lose right here because, as I said, it's weather affected. And sometimes he's not very easy to beat when he's weather affected. But these are all Shadow Ball Psychic, so though typically I prefer Confusion, but I've got them all Psychic for the Gengar event that just passed up. Not a lot of difference though. Their attack, the DPS on that's not considerable. So here we go. I'm just going to pound this out and hopefully I don't have to try to do a lot of voids here. No, I tried to avoid one, but failed there. There we go. Let me move my face so we can see the damage. That's not a very lot of damage at all. Okay, I want to have to stop avoiding then. Yeah, as I was afraid of, when he's weather boosted like this, he can be quite more difficult to beat. I don't know if I'm going to make it, to be honest with you. I guess we'll soon see. That'll be embarrassing, being on the stream, thinking I'm going to do something, trying to show off my stuff, and losing like it looks like it's probably likely going to happen. Ugh, embarrassing. I'll probably give it one more try and next time not dodge as much. I know he's coming down some. Maybe I might make it. Hopefully I can see him right before I'm 60 seconds. Then I would really know whether or not I have a chance to make it. Okay, actually it's starting to look pretty good now. As long as I don't go through all my Mewtwo's before I beat him. This little scenery out here. Got a bunch of ducks out here watching me play. Which I want to show you guys in a second if I get the face head direction. Okay, here we go, guys. And we beat him. Just barely. 15 seconds. 2 ray candy. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so now I'm going to check this out later. See what it looks like. Let's see here, 2011. Yeah, I don't think that's a very good one. I'm hoping you guys can see this. So this will give you an idea of what the area I'm at looks like. Those of you who are just watching this from somewhere else in the world. Nice little area. I see. I don't think you guys are seeing this because I think it Well, no, it cut off the camera. So I think it cut off the camera because you guys are seeing the camera here. Yeah, I definitely can't play with the AR mode on, so I've never been able to catch with the AR mode on. Okay, so back to regular view here. Now I'm using a Pine app because I have no reason why not. I don't need candy. He's festive, ain't he? I don't need candy. I don't need, so why not just catch it and get it over with? Let's see how he is. Yeah, he's terrible. So I'll save him and give him to someone else that needs him. Just tell him not to spend too much powering him up. I know a lot of newbie players that need their 6 match amps. It's much better than what they have when they started. I might even trade them to a second account. Well, actually, when I say second account, I mean my kids' accounts. My wife's accounts. Because when they're playing with me, they're usually terrible. Oh, looks like another Pokemon Go player walking through here. Let's see here, can I go play something on this? Yep, looks like I can. Which is good because because of the fact I haven't played here much before, I don't have these done. Oh, look, I'm already hit my 25K there too. But gotta remember that there's a Cubone. So the Cubone nest extends to this parking lot. Gotta keep an eye out for that for the future. I feel like I'm being stalked. Just because they're out here. Put something big on it. I don't have a Chansey not on anything right now. So we'll put 100% slacking on it. That was when I get that tip about. I remember driving and I had to go get that one. That one and my 100% Snorlax, who gave me a tip, and I left work during a break, ran out like a chicken with my head cut off to go get it. Kind of the same thing happened with other 100%s where somebody hinted at one. It's like, oh, gotta get out, go get it. And I'm talking to you guys and not paying attention, trying to catch this Yar. There we go. I would have just fed him to kind of put a little bit more candy under the belt, but with the fact there's another Pokemon Go player out here, I want to be able to power him up if I need to keep him there for a little bit to get some additional points. That's a good question. What would be more points? Keeping him there for a longer period of time or feeding him berries? Or I actually could end up with both if they do end up battling me for it. So just keep him there and then bury him up later. Actually, probably would be the best bet. Okay, so other news. For those who haven't heard yet, Charles, or Charlie, or how you pronounce his name, he's a well-known guy for checking out spoofs and such to find out where there's been for checking out spoofs and stuff to find out what's in the code, to find out what's coming up as far as shiny goes, things of that nature. He's found a shiny Tangela. So likelihood, that probably means either one or two things. Likelihood that either means there's a grass event coming up, which would make sense. There hasn't been one in a bit. And likelihood, or almost positive, there's going to be a Tangela shiny. So they're probably going to do another like maybe weekend event like they did with the last couple, where maybe Tangela will be available in a high number of capability for the weekend, and you'll get a chance to get her shiny. Other Pokemon to look for if they actually do a grass event would be Tangela, Nunu, Pinsir again. Let's see what else. Bulbasaur, Chikorita, What I would love is if they made shiny Executor. Let's see, what else is there that could be shiny in a grass event? You know, sometimes you look at these green ones, you're like, oh, maybe you could be shiny, but no. He just looks cool because he's shiny. Roselia, that's a good one. They also have the baby Roselia. I wonder if they can make it where the baby Roselia is more common during a grass event. Now I went over here to get this before I went to the Cubone, just because I knew exactly where the spot was based on the photo. So. Now, for those of you who didn't get, for those of you with the community day, you know, after every community day, I hear, oh, the community day for this one was much harder to get shinies than it was other community days. Unfortunately, statistically, that's not true. It's not harder. It's there. We know this, or we partly, I guess, know this because Reddit does a pretty good database. They have people check their Pokemon before an event and after an event and see how many shinies they've caught, to see how many overall Pokemon they caught, and they get an average number. And out of almost 50,000 Pokemon that people submitted saying, hey, this is what I caught, this is how many shinies I got, the odds came down to 1 in like 23. We know the last event, based upon the same data, same synopsis, came to be 1 in 24.5. So likelihood they were exact same odds. If I were a betting man, I just would say they're 1 in 25 and leave it at that. Hey Nadeem, how you doing today? Just talking about the shiny. Great. Did you were able to get any shinies during the community day event this weekend? Thank you for tuning in. Do you have any luck with any shinies? And I'm not sure if you just heard what I was just talking about. There's a new Tangela shiny coming up here soon too. Yeah, there's a new Tangela shiny. There's also, we've found out some more about the new Metapole coming out here soon too. How do you pronounce his name? Let me bring up my Discord real quickly to get his full name. Let's see here. Okay. $49. Okay, yeah, so this guy right here, for those of you who don't know, and you can go onto my Discord page.